sent everybody a message to say I'm coming back to the UK. I'll be back. I was inundated with offers. It was very nice. You see, before then, I had a situation where a lot of my clients wanted me to work on bigger contracts. I really wasn't interested in the bigger contracts. I wanted something that I could pretty much do myself and finish within a month, so that I had money coming in on a monthly basis. And we're talking about the equivalent of a UK salary in the US, that in the type of countries that I traveled wouldn't age me like a kid.
Hey, Mamun.
So yeah, I may have lost
Rashid,
my 20s,
hey.
but I sure as hell made up for it in my 30s. Now, one of the emails I got was from a gentleman in Uzbekistan. That's what this video is about. Why did I return to Uzbekistan? It was from a young man who used to work for me, and he basically explained, look, I understand you want to go back home, but I need you to come and have a look at what we're doing here in Uzbekistan, because we have the opposite problem you have. What's my problem? And he explained, well, when you were here.
How can I get a work visa in Kazakhstan? I think I have answered that question many times. You need to first apply for a job in a Kazakh company. They will get your offer. Get an offer, then you need to get an invitation letter, a telex number, and apply it in Kazakh embassy in Delhi or any other country. Hello sir, I want to know how to cure stammering, but I'm very surprised for that question. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not sure how to cure stammering. I'm a teacher, I'm not a doctor. Coming back to getting a visa, it's not like in Dubai where you go look for a job and then find a job in Dubai or other countries. In Kazakhstan, you need to apply for a job abroad, then come here for interview. And once you get once you pass the interview, then you get all these documents from your company. Take all these documents and submit to the embassy in your country. If you're from India, you can go to Delhi. I hope it answers your question.
Yeah, you would complain about two things. Number one, we have an internet issue. Number two, it was difficult to find.
Is Kazakhstan safe? Yep, Kazakhstan is safe. For me, living here in Kazakhstan for 7 years, I didn't have any issues. Just follow the rules. Always do the safe thing. Don't go out at late night, 3 o'clock alone. As a foreigner, you will always be seen everywhere. Don't get drunk in the public. Other than that, Kazakhstan is a safe city, at least the main, Kazakhstan is a safe country, at least in the main cities like Astana, Almaty, Aktubek. Do you know any, if you're talking about companies, I have no idea. I know that there are some oil companies that hire a lot of foreigners. Do you know any agent who can help me? First of all, there is no need for an agent. I never used any agent. The company will email you all the documents. You just print the documents, go to the embassy website, download the visa application form, attach 2 photos, and just give directly. You need to go to, if you're from India, you need to go to the embassy. You cannot send by post. You need to be physically be there. Is there any discrimination? 95% no, 5% yes, but it's like a joke. So because I'm from India, they make some Indian jokes, but I always take it as fun. I don't think it's like a racist, because there are less foreigners in Kazakhstan, so when there's more make let's say proper jokes. Some people may feel it's racist, some people take it as joke. I have heard all types of jokes about India. I usually take it as fun, just smile and end of the conversation. I don't take it to the heart. Some people are well educated, they understand, they know what is India. They have we usually have a good conversation. Some people are not educated, they see India just from the film, and they believe that, they think that in India cows are walking in the street and people are uneducated and all those things. It's not our problem. Like if people are educated, they know how India is. If they have traveled outside the country or they have been to India, they know how India is. Other than that, I never had like a very racist issue where I felt really bad. Some jokes here and there. That's it. And regarding religion, how do they react? They don't react. Like, of course, it's a Muslim country, but they have this a modern society. Of course, the interesting thing is they always ask what religion I am, and I say I'm Hindu. But the conversation just ends there. They don't like criticize the religion. They don't compare the religion, but they are always curious what religion I am. Now, there is no temple in Kazakhstan. Bangladeshi people in Kazakhstan? No, I have never met anyone from Bangladesh in Kazakhstan, and I don't know any. I don't think any Bangladesh people are working in Kazakhstan. There may be students from Bangladesh who are studying in medical university. There are a lot of students who come from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh to study medical because it's very cheap, and they have a special program in English for teaching medicine.
Good coders, what they call programists, and good designers, but now they don't have that problem. Apparently, because of the change of governments and everything else, that coders were staying there. Before they had a brain drain, people would get a bit of experience behind them, coders would get some experience behind them in Uzbekistan, then they would move on to Kazakhstan, from Kazakhstan they would go to Russia, from Russia they would move on to Europe or the US. This was the route of the brain drain. And apparently now things had changed, and they had an abundance of resources, but they didn't find it as easy to get the work as I did. To be honest, I wouldn't say that I could get work more easily than a lot of people in the UK, but because I've been in the business for 20 years, I've acquired a reputation. We do a particularly good job. Not to mention the fact that my company wasn't particularly big after 2007. It meant that whatever work I was looking for, I could always find it. Well, I bit the bullet. I went to Uzbekistan after several.
Would apply for a study visa? Unfortunately, I had no idea. But MS or PG, nobody comes to Kazakhstan to do a master's degree from outside, except maybe surrounding countries, surrounding Russian or CIS countries. When you say MS, I'm assuming it's master's degree. I haven't met anyone who came to Kazakhstan like a foreigner to do a master's degree or a postgraduate. It's mostly medical students who are foreigners and abroad. And they have, I think for that, yes, they need to contact agents, because these agents bring like 100, 200 students to each city. So most of the popular cities like Aktobe, Almaty, Astana, Pavlodar, all these cities have medical schools, and each medical school has a group of Indian foreign students. Why I chose Kazakhstan? I got 7 years ago. Almost 7 years ago, I had an opportunity to work in Almaty. Salary was very good. The living conditions were very good. It was a good salary package. And first time I came to Almaty, it was very cold. I like cold climate. Yeah, that's it. Mainly the salary package and the climate. And also I want a change. I'm from India. So everybody goes to like US, UK, Australia, Dubai, Europe. I want to do something different, see something different. And I came to Kazakhstan, and it was a good choice. The job opportunities are very good. How did you manage with different languages? Now I speak Russian. I understand a little bit of Kazakh, but language, I'm very lucky that all the places I worked, I should work in English. For example, the first university I was teaching in Kazakhstan was a British university, and all the students spoke good English. All my teaching subjects were in English. My colleagues spoke English well, and so within the workplace, language was not a problem. Then outside, yes, it takes some time to learn a little bit of language, but you learn very quickly, because when I came, people spoke very less English outside. people, it's like 100% Russian or Kazakh language. But nowadays there are a lot of young people who travel abroad and come back. There are a lot of English schools, and you can find some people who can help you in the shop or outside, who can speak or at least understand Russian and help you. But for me, it was, even now also the place I'm working, everything is in English, teaching is in English, students speak in English, everything is fine. So language, for me personally, language was not a big problem.
I came to the conclusion that not only did I not like the way they did business, trying to substantiate why my idea was better, why my methodology was better, I could see that actually my methodology.
Do you go out and socialize with local girls? No. First of all, the problem is, the local guys don't like local girls going out with foreigners. So if you want to be safe, it's better to, for me, I go to work, come back home, sleep, and it depends. If you're in Almaty or Astana, people don't care. But if you're in the outside other cities, people tend to say something or become angry when they see, at least they murmur something when they see a foreigner walking with a local girls. So it's better to keep yourself safe, and yeah.
It was not that good either. It was somewhat dated, but here's the thing, so is everybody else's, and there was no best practice to speak of, and it really needed a serious overhaul. Well, I spent a couple of years basically spending my time doing that, and slowly but surely, instead of doing more and more work, as we got closer and closer to this new business model, it became blatantly obvious to me that it was going to be so expensive to do that I wouldn't be able to do it in one go. I would have to do it in stages. And there is truth in the old adage that nobody will sell something for a tenner if you can get 20 bucks for it. But it's also true that nobody will pay 20 bucks for
How do you manage food? Like, when the first city I got job was in Almaty, and Almaty has 3 Indian restaurants. One is called Namaste, second one is Bollywood, and third one is Tandoor. And the Tandoor is the best one. The chef is Indian, the manager is Indian. Tandoor, they make very good tasty food there. Kazakhstan is rich country. Yeah, Kazakhstan has a lot of petrol. I don't know about the richness of the country. People live comfortably. There is no war. There's enough electricity, water. Everybody is earning, and they live happy. So it's fine. Vegetarian. How do you manage food for vegetarian? If you know cooking, you can survive. There are a lot of vegetables here. Most of them from other countries you can get here. What is the minimum wage rate? I don't know. I'm going to say a number, but it's for locals. I think it's 100,000 chinge. 100,000 chinge is like $300. But foreigners work for far more than that. $300, yeah, I think so. Hey Nias, I saw your question before. Sansair Construction. I had never heard about that company. Let me just check. Sansair Construction. What 400? 400 US dollar. Construction Almaty. Let me see. It's one of the leading oil and gas. It looks like a good company. It has subsidiaries in Malaysia, Thailand, Russia, Indonesia, China, Vietnam, Oman, United Arab Emirates, Australia, Myanmar, and Slovenia. Interesting. And the head office is in Kazakhstan. They have a branch office in Russia also. Yes, Prince, that's the minimum wage. What is the minimum? Prince, I thinking you're from India. I apologize if I'm wrong. What is the minimum wage in India? Let me search. Minimum wage India. The minimum wage in India is 9,700 Indian rupees. So you can 28,000 is much more better than 9,700. So I'm talking about the minimum wage. People are not going to work for minimum wage.
if they can get it for a tenner. So what I have in mind is going to most definitely cause a paradigm shift. And I want to make sure that I'm in a position that when this paradigm shift happens, that I'm in a position to be a major player, to be a market leader. And that's particularly expensive. Now, yes, it's been very, very difficult to work out when to do it, how to do it, how much it's going to cost. But one thing I'm sure that if I leave it too long and somebody else does it, then I'm still going to have to follow suit. I'm going to have to copy them too, and I'm going to have to find the money somewhere to be able to make it happen. So why would I leave it until I'm forced to do it and be one of the laggards? I need to be one of the innovators. So that's what we're going to do. So I was in Uzbekistan. After 3 or 4 months, it became blatantly obvious that what I was looking at was not of interest. I knew I still had a certain amount of time before I called it a day, a few months, and I decided.
It's okay, yes. Did you get a job offer from this company, like any kind of documents like job offer or an invitation letter or a telex number for a visa processing? Did you get any documents, or did you just attend an interview?
I did that. Uzbekistan was the most fantastic place to enjoy that time. And I also had a contract which I needed to finish, and I'd set myself up in Uzbekistan. So I stayed basically until the contract finished. And during that time, I met a young lady that I was happy to marry and start a family with, and we got married. If you look at videos 47,
Yes, I got offer letter and agreement letter from the company. That's good news. Next, you need to ask them. For the detail. You need to ask them details about the work permit. I already made a video difference between a work visa and a work permit. You need to ask them questions about work permit, and you need to ask them about invitation letter. Which invitation letter is different from offer letter. And then you need to ask them about the telex number for the visa processing. You need to get these 3 things. They will provide an e-visa. What's the e-visa? I don't know what e-visa is. E-visa, maybe I'm wrong. E-visa is something like people can apply for visa from abroad. But that facility is available only for like 28 or 30 countries such as Europe, America, Australia. It's not available for Indians. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're talking about different visa. How did I manage for the cold climate? I like cold climate. You need to have like very thick jacket, gloves, hat, glasses, strong. Like you need to have all the things, because in Almaty it was maybe, even it was cold, it was like -10. The place I'm living now in Aktabe, last 2 years ago, the temperature was -40 with strong winds. So it's like very cold. You need to enjoy you can enjoy if you like cold weather. Where's the message? If I go to Kazakhstan after if I go to visit in Kazakhstan after, I can like to stay, so I can stay, or any option. No, you cannot stay without a visa. You need to have a work visa. You need to have a work to get a work visa. You need to have a work visa to stay here. Once your work visa is finished, you have 15 days to leave the country.
Once, a couple of videos there, you will see there's some videos where I'm sightseeing Kazakhstan, thinking I will never go there again, and expecting to spend a few months in Uzbekistan before I go back to England. I actually spent a lot more time in Uzbekistan than planned.
Yeah, plus 40 to -40.
Malaysia.
I like cold weather. I lived in India, Dubai, but yeah, it's too cold. Some people enjoy. I really enjoy the cold weather. Some people just go back because the weather is too brutal. But it's up to you. If you like cold weather, there's the place. And if you live in Almaty, there are a lot of mountains. You can go to Shimbulak and do skiing.
Now we're in Kazakhstan. There's a possibility we're going to Vietnam, and then after that we're probably going on to Canada. So let me tell you about the other videos there. Now I have 2 playlists. The first playlist, which we need to finish, is our 90-day challenge. Now there's only 2 things I really regret that I didn't finish. Number 1, and this was 20 years ago when I first started the
Yeah, and one thing about cold place, I mean, at least in Kazakhstan, is during this winter, all the roads and streets are covered with ice. So when you walk in the street, you can see people falling, like they're walking and they just fall. 7 years living in Kazakhstan, I fell down like 3 times, like really badly. You are walking, you either slip and you fall down like this with your head hitting with your nose, or you slip and hit your head back on the ice. So you need to have these grips under the shoes, metal grip. Actually, I'm not that connected with them through one office from India. And yes, it's better to have a direct contact with them and not go through any office unless the office is like official branch of the company. What about summer? It's fine. Summer, in October, summer is very hot. It goes to plus 32, 35. But in Almaty, summer is like plus 25. You always get this cool feeling with the breeze. Stay safe. Do you have any local friends? Of course, living in Kazakhstan for 7 years, I made a lot of local friends in different cities. But most of them speak English. Most of them understands English and speak a little bit of English and Russian mixed together.
designing logos. I wanted to do one logo for each category in the Yellow Pages. Now this is particularly important this year because the Yellow Pages in the UK as of January 2019.
Hi Mukesh.
They're not publishing anymore. So this is the last year I can do it. So I'm revisiting that particular challenge. Now I know I've done hundreds of logos during the last 20 years. Can't say thousands, but definitely hundreds. And although I haven't done each category in the Yellow Pages, I've probably done as many logos as there are categories. So I've got to somehow go through every single category, tick all.
How do they react, and especially girls seeing an India? I don't know. They're curious. They usually see Indians in movies and serials because the serial Anandi is very popular in Kazakhstan. They have questions about India. They ask about Goa, Taj Mahal, Shah Rukh Khan, Amitabh Bachchan. What is that guy's name? There's a very popular guy, Midun Chakrabarti. They ask about chicken masala, Indian tea. So people are curious. They ask questions so they can listen from an Indian. They allow Kazakhs like Indian tea, and they ask to bring Indian tea whenever I go back to my country. Okay, I think that's it. It's almost 25 minutes. I made this live video during my lunch break. It's almost end of lunch break. Hopefully, if I have time, I'll make one more next week.